Welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen, and today I've got something a little different. So, many years ago, back in the early 90s, I spent 3 weeks working on a deep sea dragger. That's a fish boat that goes way out about 25 kilometers off the coast of Vancouver Island and drags a massive net behind it, pulls in about 30 tons of fish at a time. It's work. It's go, go, go. And so we ate well, but one day, the skipper decided to make us, so the skipper was from Newfoundland, we call him a Newfie, and he decided to make us a Newfie specialty, and he said they're fried bologna and Cheez Whiz sandwiches, and we're like, what? I mean, I would never, I'm sorry if you like Cheez Whiz, I find Cheez Whiz disgusting, and bologna just tolerable, and so I'm thinking this is going to be horrible. However, when it arrived, it was absolutely fantastic. And so what I've made here, I've made an approximation. I call these Fishboat, fried bologna, and Cheez Whiz sandwiches. And I've also, because I cannot get Cheez Whiz here in Japan, I've made up a recipe for Cheez Whiz. So we're going to start off with that first. So let's have a bite. That's just a quick, easy, hearty lunch, breakfast, whatever. Yeah. Let's go in the kitchen and get started. Now first, before we get to the sandwiches themselves, I don't have Cheez Whiz here in Japan. So, for those of you who are in the same boat as me and don't have Cheez Whiz, and can't easily get it, well, I did a little research and I came up with a recipe for making my own Cheez Whiz, or kind of like Cheez Whiz. So, what do we need? Well, to make that, I've got here 1/3 cup of milk. I've got 2 ounces or 85 grams of cream cheese, sitting out at room temperature for quite a while. So it's I don't want it cold, I want it soft. And I've got 4 ounces or 110 grams of red cheddar, because I want that orangey color. I want red cheddar grated. I've got 1 tablespoon of cornstarch for thickening things up afterwards. And I've got 1/4 teaspoon of salt just to kind of kick the flavor. So, first thing I'm going to do, I've got a small pan going over here. I've got my little Sea-Wet with that's got that thick bottom, so I know the heat's going to spread evenly. I've got that going, and I've also got it on my small burner, so keep the heat low. I'm going to bring that up to heat, and first thing I want to do is melt the cream cheese. So let's bring that up to heat. And I'm going to get the cream cheese in there. So I'm going to slowly just kind of simmer this and stir it around until that cream cheese melts. So I'll be back shortly after the cream cheese is melted. Okay, that cream cheese is just about all melted. My milk is starting to bubble a little bit, so let's keep that temperature low. What I'm going to do now is take a whisk and just smooth out that cream cheese some more. All right, that's looking great. That's pretty well doing it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get that cheese in there. Get all that in there. Whoa, a piece overboard. Come here. And might as well get the salt in there too. And now I just start whisking that around. All right, keep that up off the heat. You know what? We don't need the cornstarch. That's just going to make it too heavy. All right, so look at that. That is, that's Cheez Whiz. It's going to be spreadable. That's absolutely perfect. And just let that cool down a bit here. All right, be back in a minute with the rest of the ingredients. Not much. There's 2 other ingredients that we need. It's a very simple dish to make. It's a quick and easy lunch, especially if you've already got your Cheez Whiz. All right, so here are the ingredients to make these Fishboat sandwiches. Well, 4 slices of ordinary white bread. 8 ounces, 230 grams of Bologna, however you say it, sliced thick. You want good thick pieces there. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, that's for frying up the bologna, and then I've got here a 1/2 cup of Cheez Whiz. Now this is my homemade cheeses. If you're making your own Cheez Whiz, following the recipe that was just before this, you're going to end up with about, just about a cup, a little under a cup. So you only use about a 1/2 cup. That rest, well, we'll spread out in something else. All right, first thing I want to do, I want to fry up the bologna and I want to toast the bread. So over here I got the fry pan. We'll get that up on medium heat. Get the olive oil going in there. Give it a little spread around. We're gonna get my bologna going in there. I want to fry that up on both sides. And while that's frying, the bread's going in the toaster. You toast it nicely. Oh, look, it fits absolutely perfect. So I've got just enough, basically I've sliced enough pieces to fit across 2 sandwiches. So that's probably going to fit just about right. All right, get those in the toaster. Going to be back here when these are toasted and these are fried. And then we'll put together our sandwich. All right, so my bread's lightly toasted. I would say more like warmed up, but good enough. The bologna is looking good. Flip that over. Oh yeah, we got a nice little browning on there. So I'll turn that off. So what I do now is I want to take 2 pieces of this bread. Actually, all 4 pieces, because we're doing it on all sides. Just spread them out across the counter here for right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread that Cheez Whiz on everything. So heavy, nice heavy coating of Cheez Whiz. You might not use the whole 1/2 cup. That's okay. Just whatever you feel like using. Kind of slathered on there. All right, so there we go. We got that. Now we're just going to grab the bologna, slap it all around. There. 4 pieces per here. Now I know some of your bologna might be a lot bigger rounds than mine. This is the kind of size bologna I get when I buy at my local store here. Like I say, just as long as you're going with about 8 ounces, sliced good and thick, gonna be just right. All right, now I just squish that together, and there we go. Fishboat fried bologna and Cheez Whiz sandwiches. I wonder if my skipper would be proud of these. Actually, I wonder if anybody from my fishboat's still left alive. I know that before I left Canada, we lost one at sea. It was a dangerous job. Glad I only did it for a while and survived. All right, let's see. What's this like? It's a very simple yet satisfying lunch. Or dinner, whatever, breakfast, you name it. There are no rules when it comes to Kuma's kitchen and cooking. Make myself some of these. All right, if you like this crazy recipe from my fishboat days, well, stick around. There's a lot more original Kevin Riley Kuma's Kitchen recipes here on the channel. Check them all out. Also make sure that you are subscribed and you have clicked that notification bell so you don't miss any ones coming up. And now, go make these sandwiches and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.